Hello, welcome to Get Fit Friday. Today we're going to be talking about the flat buns epidemic. So basically, for lots of our jobs, we do a lot of sitting. This basically makes our butts to not be used very often. So we need to do something about this because it's becoming not only a cosmetic issue, but it also affects how we move, what muscles we choose to recruit when we work out or do other just lifting or recreation activities. So what I would like to show you today is a few exercises that isolate both your gluteus medius and your gluteus maximus to help us boost up those buns and just get us into a little bit better functional condition for all of our fun activities that we want to keep doing and keep us a little more injury-free, hopefully. So first, the exercise I want to show you is a basic bridging maneuver. This can be progressed very easily. If it becomes to be just basically too easy, you can always make it a little bit harder. So I'm going to start with just the basic bridge, and then we'll go into some of those progressions that we talked about. So I'm just going to go ahead and lay down. I think you should be able to see me. So you want to be on your back, preferably without a pillow. This just allows your spine to be more neutral for the exercise. Once you get there, you want your knees just bent comfortably up to about a 45-degree angle at the hip and about a 90-degree angle at the knee. So feet should be positioned comfortable distance apart, about hip distance. Hands can just be kind of at your side. And what you want to do is try to lift up your hips to a level position where it's completely a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. And one trick that I'm going to teach you is to use the pressure through your heels to try to activate your glutes a little better and turn those hamstrings off that we like to recruit preferably. So what it's going to look like is I'm going to lift my toes up just a little bit, push through my heels, squeeze my abs and my glutes at the same time, and as I exhale, I'm going to raise up. So deep breath in, exhale, up we go till we're right at that neutral position. It's hard to see with this shirt, but basically you want your spine to be a straight line, okay? You can work on just holding this position and keeping your balance with it, or you can just do repetitions and go up and down. So you come back down to neutral. Your back should never arch for this exercise. It should stay completely flat. So we're just going to go straight back up, pushing through those heels, squeezing the buns until you're a nice straight line. Okay? Should not be painful. You should be feeling it more in your glutes rather than your hamstrings, okay? One more time. Straight up, push through the heels, squeeze the glutes, okay? All right, so then if that's pretty easy and you can do 30 of those or hold it for a whole minute without any difficulty or muscle burn or fatigue, you can progress that to a marching bridge. So what that's gonna look like is I'm going to start in the same position, raise up, and then once I'm up, I'm going to stay up and alternate lifting one foot off the ground and then putting it back down. Okay, so it's gonna look like this. So I'm gonna push through my heels, squeeze my glutes, get to that top bridge position, and then I'm gonna slowly lift one leg off the ground. Try not to let my pelvis swivel at all. Bring it right back down, switch. Lift that leg straight off the ground, bring it back down. And this whole time I'm trying to keep my hips just as high as they were at the starting position, okay? So out, back down, out, back down, okay? Once you've done 5 to 10 of those and you're getting kind of fatigued, or if you're starting to waver or fall lower, go ahead and reset. Take that deep breath in, back up. Alternating legs. Okay? Good. Again, if that gets to be easier, you can progress that to a full single leg bridge. Okay, again, starting position is virtually the same, except for this time, you're going to go ahead and extend that leg out of the way, and you're going to do all the work with just one leg, but your hips should stay parallel still. There should not be one lower than the other, okay? So it's going to look like this. Deep breath in. Exhale, push that hip up. Try to get to that same height that you got with both legs. And you can hold, or you can just come right back down. And then you can do a second or third or up to 10 repetitions on that leg before switching sides. Okay, make sure you do the same number on both sides. So I'm going to do that with the opposite side. Bridging up, hold, back down. Trying to keep those hips level, not letting them do this swivel motion, okay? Good. So that's a good way to work your glute max, okay? You can also progress that by putting your legs up on a Bosu, one of the half balls, or you can put your legs up on an entire exercise ball, the full ball, okay? So, moving forward, the next exercise that is a good exercise for your gluteus medius. Again, there is progressions for this, so if the first way is too easy, you can always increase the difficulty by making it a little bit harder in different ways. So I'll show you the first basic move. What we're going to do is a clamshell. And so what this muscle does is it basically helps stabilize you when you're standing on one leg, running, jumping, to make sure that your hip and your knee stay in a straight vertical line, and it kind of eliminates that knee going in motion. All right, so I'm going to lay on my side first. Okay, you could use a pillow. I prefer to just kind of hold my head with my hand. You can go all the way down to here if that's more comfortable. Your hips should be at about a 45-degree angle, and then your knees again at that 90-degree angle, okay? If this is uncomfortable, you can always put a pillow between the knees to kind of prop you up so that you're not dropped down into this position. So what we're going to do is keep our heels together, okay? And I'm going to rotate my upper knee towards the ceiling without allowing my body to move. And so what I even do is I kind of angle my belly button so it's pointing towards the floor rather than towards the ceiling or straight ahead. So I'm kind of tipped a little bit more towards the front. Okay, once you get there, I kind of hold my hand here to help me remember not to fall backwards. All right, so heels together, knee comes up, and you're just gonna go up till you can't go any higher with your hip. And then you're gonna come right back down. And it's good to just go nice and slow with these and control the whole range. I usually pause at the top to try to see if I can get a little bit higher without twisting my body. Okay, so abs should be engaged. The muscle that you're working should be basically where your back pocket would be. So if you put your hand there, sometimes you can feel it and also kind of cue that muscle to work better. Okay, so that's the basic clamshell. If you want to advance this, all you have to do is bring your feet apart so that there's about an inch or two in between your feet. Okay, so now my leg's just hovering, and I'm going to do that same rotation and back to neutral. Up, back down. This is much harder because now I don't have anything stabilizing me. I'm having to do all the stabilization with my hip and my core. Okay? If you'd like to continue to progress this a little bit farther, you can just add a band around your knees, and then that will have resistance for you. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a band and show you that. So a simple looped band will work. Bring that up around your knees. Okay. All right, and so then get back into that neutral position where you're angled just a little bit forward, hips in 45, knees at 90, okay? That band should be above your kneecaps, all right? And then all you're gonna do is go ahead and push that straight back up, heels together, back down. Quite a bit harder because now you have all that resistance trying to stop you, okay? Don't let that change any mechanics though. If it's too hard, go ahead and take that back off and repeat it without it for a while until you get better at it, okay? So that concludes Get Fit Friday. If you have any questions, feel free to comment at the bottom of this post and I'll get back to you. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you can start getting that glute max, glute med back into shape so that you can prevent injuries in the future. Thanks for listening.